Hey, this is Man from Alaska. I was going to show you how to make a fire in a wood stove again. This time I'm going to show you though all with natural materials, not with like lumber scraps, which I use a lot of times. First thing you need is some good newspaper type paper. I have a catalog on courses from the University of Fairbanks in Alaska. If you didn't go to college, but you get these, you can make use of them. Why not, right? So what you want to do is just take some of this and just pull out a single page at a time and crumble them up about like that. I already crumbled up a bunch ahead of time, so I'm going to go ahead and throw those in. And what you want to do is, what I've found is just kind of make it about midway into the stove. And then I got some oak scraps here. And once oak gets old and kind of rotten out, you can pull all these little pieces off like this. So that's what I've been doing. And again, like in the other video, you just want to kind of crisscross them back and forth against each other, and that way they kind of hold themselves up once that paper burns away, and then it also just gives it a way to get air through there and get it all burning nice. Kind of lace them on the front, maybe break a few in half and go this way with it. You just want to put a bunch in there. So you can see the bigger pieces, you can kind of split them down like that into smaller pieces. So we're just going to throw a bunch in there. Keep tossing it in. Now what you want to do is you want to have small stuff like this, and then you want to throw in some larger stuff. About like that size. I'm going to throw in a few smaller pieces again. And again, crisscrossing like that, back and forth. And once you get a pretty good supply of it in there like we have now, you can go ahead and light her up. Just light in the front somewhere. Today it's fairly cold in the shop. It's not extremely cold. It's probably about 40 or so. So anyways, once you get it lit, go ahead and open up your draft all the way. And you see it's kind of going a little bit, but it'll get going better here in a second. With it being cold outside and the flue being cold, it's going to take a minute for it to warm up and start drafting really well. And you can see the moisture on the glass right at the moment. And then once that gets warmed up, it'll start blazing along pretty good. And then once she gets going a little more, we'll throw on some pieces about that size. And then we'll just keep adding this stuff until we get a good bed of coals. And then we'll go ahead and throw on a few pieces that I've split about this size. And these are cut at 15 inches. This is a 16-inch firebox, and I find that the 15-inch cuts or goes in there a little better. So then we'll throw some of those in, and we'll have a good fire going here. You can see we're starting to cook there, so we'll go ahead and toss in. That guy's a little long. Toss in a few more here. Once we close this, that'll really get it up and going pretty good. So now you just gotta let her burn like that until we get down to coals, and then start throwing in some larger pieces. So that's just kind of a quick run through of making a fire in a box stove with just, you know, split kindling and stuff like that. And it works really well, as you can see. So I hope that will help you out. For the few people who have asked me for a little more detailed video. And there you have it. You got a nice fire going. We'll get it warmed up in here, and it'll be nice and comfy.